Hey YouTube, it's been a little while since my last update on the 91 340 Dakota project. I think the last time I posted a video, we were discussing Operation Top End, which was, we pulled the 340 out and I was going to stick some new, have some head work done to the 340 heads there on the floor. We were going to, little valve job and maybe some bigger springs, because I was going to put a 236 duration at 50 hydraulic cam in it. Switch to a RPM air gap dual plane intake instead of that big single plane intake, and just basically give it a little more speed. Well, I think I posted a video just kind of showing how the pistons came out over the deck. It was a true 71 340. The challenge with that is, of course, the heads were closed chamber, and after a bit of humming and hawing, I didn't really feel comfortable with just using a gasket to facilitate the piston to valve clearance on it. So Operation Top End quickly became Operation Money Pit, total rebuild. So the 340 is getting the full treatment, 40 over, 340 out to 418 with a 4-inch arm, a stroker kit. So that's at the engine shop now, getting done. Hughes Engines did the Edelbrock heads up for it. We're putting a solid roller cam in it, so it's going to be pretty wild. Of course, to handle all that additional torque, we had to address the rest of the driveline. So I contacted A&A Transmissions down in the States, and they're going to do up a performance 904 for me. I know most guys would say, why don't you do a 727? Everything here, my cross member, trans mounts, all of that just works so well with the 904 that I have. And of course, speaking with their representatives, they, for what I was doing, I think it'll put down probably 520 foot-pounds of torque. And he said we could probably create a 904 that would handle it, but you were kind of pushing the threshold. Because I didn't want to go manual reverse body, right? I still wanted to be able to have it shift by itself. So yeah, maybe walking a fine line there. So to handle all that in the back, I had to do a little upgrading in the rear. So you can get a good look at this. So I installed a set of Calvert Racing split monoleafs on each side. They actually saved about 11 pounds a side, so 22 pounds of savings, weight savings. And we went with, of course, the Caltrax and Calvert's 90-10 drag racing shocks all around the truck. So when we jump on it, once we get it all dialed in, that should plant the slicks really good at the track. So I'm really happy with the way it all got buttoned together, and we'll see how well it works next time we get this thing out at the track. So that's kind of the update right now. Basically a brand new driveline going into the DAC. Super excited about that. I've got some new gauges I'm going to put in addition to the ones that are there. And I've got the Hughes 3500 torque converter. But yeah, you can see here he's got the wideband O2 sensor, new trans temperature gauge. Oh yes, and of course bigger motor, little more carburation required. So I went with one of the high performance Holley carbs, and I've got that kind of all set up over here, ready to go. Had to double check all of the, these linkages, the actuating on it. You got to watch them even from the factory. They don't always come 100% firmed and tightened up in the right spots. There's a lot to know about how to set up one of these carbs. You can spend months messing around with it, and maybe one day I'll do a video just kind of walking through all the major issues like transition slot, right? How much spring to show here relative to the depth of the pump on the bottom. There's a lot of things that a lot of videos cover really well on YouTube, and there's some aspects they don't cover so well on these. So you can sure get really frustrated trying to sort out your Holley Performance carb. So take it off the car and watch 5 or 6 or 7 videos, and you'll be up to speed on how to get that set right. But in any case, that's the update, guys, right now. Yeah, I think another month or so we should have the full driveline back, and yeah, probably scare myself, but hey, good times. Thanks, guys. Tune in next time for another update.